يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم واخشوا يوما لا يجزي والد عن ولده ولا مولود هو جاز عن ولده شيئا إن وعد الله حق إن وعد الله حق فلا تغرنكم الحياة الدنيا ولا يغرنكم بالله الغرور.
الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله علي ولي الله لا إله إلا الله لا.
Our chairman, Muhammad Jafar Bhai, Sheikh Baizoon, Sheikh Alegai, Mrs. Sukaina Ghulam Hussain, the chair lady, Mrs. Masuma Somji, Sister Safina Azwali, Mrs. Kulsum Bhai, Brother Nuh, and Brother Akbar Kasmali, and all my elder and younger brothers and sisters, Salamun Alaikum. And Sajjad Waji, sorry, welcome as well. FH Chairman, yes. Aftab. The seminar. So there were people asking me, why, what kind of topic, rest in peace, why Ghusl Kafan? Why such a topic? According to us, this is a very important topic. When death occurs in any household, sometimes even before death occurs, there's a lot of utter confusion and there's panic, and apart from the panic, sometimes there is shock and nobody knows what to do. Now people say, what shall we do, what shall we do? What is the best thing to do? So today, this is what Sheikh Lagai is going to point us and guide us on the way forward. He'll be instructing the same thing. Most people, one is an afterthought. Many times, after burial, after a certain time, they feel that had I done this, what could I have done in the last moments? Or what is the best thing that I could have done for the deceased? That sometimes due to the panic or due to the shock or you not knowing, people tend to leave out. Again, we want to know what is the best thing that we can do for our family members as and when they pass away. These two will be covered during the seminar. The seminar will update, it will refresh us, it will refresh all the fact members, and also will allow all the rest of the community to see what the rituals are in the washing, the shrouding, and the burial as well. Remember, it's wajib kifai. That means somebody has to do it at the end of the day. If the family doesn't do it, or there's nobody else, one of us needs to come up and do it. So anybody in this auditorium or in this room is responsible, and everybody is responsible. Therefore, what Sheikh Laga is going to cover is from pre-death to post-death. And the banner gives all the itinerary there, which I don't really want to repeat. There is one important point that in our community we seem to lack, or we seem to overlook, that I personally feel is a matter of counseling. When a death takes place, it is very important. Okay, not for all, but it is very important aspect. And experience shows that when there is some counseling, it really helps the family to bear the loss. It also helps in the mourning, and it helps as a closure that the person has passed away. And many of our people actually suffer in this mourning time, not knowing how to easily be able to bear with it. So this is something we need to consider as a community, and we would wish that members from the community would turn up and avail the service that, we are counselors and we would like to take that position up. And of course, Mr. Brother, our chairman, Muhammad Jafar Bhai, will guide us on the same.
તો મને દરરોજ એટલી મોતથી બીક લાગતી હતી. પછી એક દિવસ મજલિસમાં એમ સાંભળ્યું કે કોઈ એક મયતને ગુસલ કરે અને કફન આપે તો ત્યાં જ તેના ગુનાહ બધા માફ થઈ જાય છે. પણ મયતને ગુસલ દેવા જવાને બહુ જ ડરતી હતી. અને એવું થયું કે મને ગુસલ કમિટીની હેડ મરહુમા શેરબાનભાઈ મમદલી ગુલામસેન એમણે મને પોતાની જગ્યા આપી અને કીધું કે આજથી હવે તમે આ કામ પકડી લ્યો. અને મેં એ કામને કબૂલ કર્યું, કારણ કે મને ખપતું હતું કે હું આમાં ગળું અને મારા ગુનાહ માફ થઈ જાય. અને મેં શરૂ કર્યું ત્યારે પહેલી જ મયતમાં હું ગઈ, કારણ કે હું કોઈ દિવસ મયત ગુસલખાનામાં પણ નહોતી ગઈ. પણ જ્યારે મયત વાસ્તે ગઈ, ગુસલ દીધું અને કફન પણ પહેરાવ્યા, ત્યારે મારા દિલમાં બહુ જ સુકૂન આવ્યું. અને ત્યારથી અમે અમારી કમિટીવાળાએ નક્કી કર્યું કે કોઈ પણ મયત રાતના 11 વાગ્યા સુધી પણ આવે તો અમે તેને ગુસલ આપી દેશું. અને અમને મદદ કરવાવાળા બધા હતા, કારણ કે આપણું ગુસલખાનું કિબોખોનીમાં ઓલ્ડ ટાઉનમાં હતું, ત્યાં ડર હતો, રાતના જવા વાસ્તે બીક હતી. એટલે અમને બધાએ હેલ્પ કર્યા, અમને કોઈ પણ વખતે ડર નહોતો લાગ્યો. એક છોકરી 12 વર્ષની, એનું બાજુના ગામમાં એક્સિડન્ટ થયું અને તે લોકોના તરફથી સમાચાર આવ્યા મયતના અને કીધું કે અમે 11 વાગે રાતના આવશું અને અમને તમે આ છોકરીને ગુસલ આપજો, કફન પહેરાવજો અને અમે તેમને 5 વાગે પ્લેનમાં નાયરોબી ખાતે લઈ જશું. એટલે તેમાં અમને બરાબર કામયાબી થઈ, અલ્હમ્દુલિલ્લાહ. છેલ્લે મારી એક જ નસીહત છે, મારી ગ્રુપ કહું તો એ પણ ચાલે, કારણ કે હવે હું એમાં નથી, કે આપણે એ કામ કરીએ કે આ જે કામ કરીએ છીએ એ ખુલૂસથી કરીએ, સંપથી કરીએ અને કોઈ મયતનું એ બારે ન કાઢીએ, કારણ કે એ મયતનું એ બારે કાઢવું બહુ મોટો ગુનો છે. અને ઇન્શાઅલ્લાહ આપણને જરૂર મદદ થશે, કારણ કે આજની કમિટી જે છે ગુસલની એ બહુ જ સમજદાર છે અને સંપવાળા છે. આ સંતો.
I will translate for you in English what Auntie has said. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kullu nafsin zalikatul maut. Zalik. Every soul shall taste death. Every time I heard this ayat, I would be very scared of death. Then, after, one day, I heard in a majlis that anyone who gives ghusl and kafan to a mayat, all his or her sins are forgiven when he leaves that place. But still, I was very scared. The head of the ghusl committee at that time was Marhuma Sherbanubai Mamadali Gulamsen. She gave me her duties. I just accepted because I too wanted my sins to be forgiven. I started my duty, and after the first ghusl I did, I felt lots of peace. It was then that we decided that we would do ghusl, even if it was 11 o'clock at night. The helpers and volunteers gave us so much support for security and transport for all the members, because at that time, it was done in Old Town. Then we had one serious issue of a 12-year-old girl who had an accident in a nearby town. The family said they would bring the mayat at 11 o'clock at night. When we heard the news, the committee was very cooperative. We did the ghusl and kafan overnight, and she was on a flight to Nairobi at 5 in the morning. Everything went smoothly with the cooperation of all the members. I would like to give you some advice to the new committee, the committee now. Please work with cooperation, samp, and an open heart, kulus. Also, nobody should ever say anything of what has happened and not to reveal any private issue, aib, of the mayat. This is a very big sin. She's saying the new committee is very cooperative and she appreciates. Thank you.
هذه المجالس هي مدارس، والمناسبة هي مناسبة الموت. ورأيت من المناسب أن أذكر الرواية المروية عن سيد الوصيين وأمير المؤمنين علي بن أبي طالب صلوات الله وسلامه عليه. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. رواها كميل بن زياد النخعي رضوان الله تعالى عليه. قال كميل: أخذ بيدي علي بن أبي طالب وأخرجني إلى الجبان إلى المقبرة، لأن المقبرة هي همزة الوصل بين الحياة الدنيا والحياة الآخرة، الحياة المؤقتة والحياة الخلود. المقبرة هي عالم البرزخ. أخذ بيدي علي بن أبي طالب وأخرجني إلى الجبان وقال: يا كميل، هذه القلوب أوعية، فخيرها أوعاها، فاحفظ عني ما أقول لك. الناس ثلاثة: عالم رباني، ومتعلم على سبيل نجاة، وهمج رعاع، أتباع كل ناعق، يميلون مع كل ريح، لم يستضيئون بنور العلم ولم يلجأوا إلى ركن وثيق. نحن ليس غرضنا هذه الخطبة كاملة، هذه الخطبة تحتاج إلى محاضرات وإلى ساعات، لكن أنا أريد أقف هنيئة حول بعض الفقرات المنسوبة إلى أمير المؤمنين ومتعلم على سبيل نجاة. الإنسان في هذه الدنيا عليه أن يعرف ما هي المسؤولية التي ألقاها الله سبحانه وتعالى على عاتقه ليقوم بالواجب الذي فرضه الله وفرضه رسوله والأئمة عليهم السلام. المتعلم على سبيل نجاة أن نعرف تعاليم القرآن، وأن نعرف تعاليم الإسلام، وأن نعرف كلام الرسول محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وكلام أهل البيت ونعلمها للناس. روي عن الفضيل بن يسار رضوان الله تعالى عليه، وهو من الموثوقين، وهو تلميذ الإمام الباقر وتلميذ الإمام الصادق. خاطبه الإمام الصادق عليه السلام، قال له: يا فضيل، أتجلسون وتتحدثون؟ قال: نعم يا ابن بنت رسول الله، نعم يا ابن بنت رسول الله، نجلس ونتحدث. قال له الإمام الصادق عليه السلام: إني أحب هذه المجالس، أحيوا أمرنا، رحم الله من أحيا أمرنا. هذا الأمر الذي ذكره الإمام الصادق شرحه الإمام الرضا عليه السلام في رواية عن عبد السلام بن صالح الهروي، وهو من أصحاب الإمام الرضا صلوات الله وسلامه عليه، قال: سمعت أبا الحسن الرضا عليه السلام يقول: أحيوا أمرنا، رحم الله من أحيا أمرنا. التفت إليه عبد السلام بن صالح الهروي قال له: سيدي ومولاي، ما هو أمركم؟ التفت أيها المؤمن، التفتي أيتها المؤمنة. أمر أهل البيت من هو؟ شرحه الإمام الرضا عليه السلام: إحياء أمر أهل البيت ما هو؟ أن تتعلموا علومنا وتعلموها للناس، أن تتعلموا علومنا وتعلموها للناس، فإن الناس لو علموا محاسن كلامنا لاتبعونا. هذا هو أمر أهل البيت عليهم السلام، أحكام الإسلام، أحكام القرآن، المنهج الذي فرضه الله سبحانه وتعالى على كل البشرية وعلى كل مسلم ومسلمة. نتعلم هذه الأحكام لنبثها حتى يعرف الناس قيمة أهل البيت عليهم أفضل الصلاة والسلام.
The Sheikh started with praising Allah and salawat to the Prophet Muhammad and the Ahlul Bayt. And he says that this meeting or this occasion is very important. It's very important because it is a transition, especially the topic that is being spoken today. It is about transit, because the life that we have today is not permanent. And the topic that we are talking about is very important because every person will pass through that transit. He also quoted the importance of this kind of sittings, and he says that one day Imam Ali bin Abi Talib took by the hand of Kumail bin Ziyad, who was one of his students, and took him to the graveyard. At the graveyard, he told him, "Do you know this place?" Ya Kumail. And Kumail said, "Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, unless you teach me what is at this place." He says that you should know the importance of this place and our matter as Ahlul Bayt. And you should teach people the importance of us Ahlul Bayt. And knowing our importance is by teaching people Quran, teaching people Islam, teaching people the sayings of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he also mentioned Fudail with Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. And he told Fudail, Imam Sadiq alayhi salam told Fudail the importance of the majalis of Ahlul Bayt and the importance of mentioning Ahlul Bayt. And the importance of those majalis is by teaching people what is important for them, especially for the hereafter. And he insisted on teaching people Quran, teaching people Islam, teaching people the sayings of the Prophet. If you do so, this will make people to know the value of Ahlul Bayt. And he also mentioned that we need to give life to the matter of Ahlul Bayt. And that can only be done when we teach people Islam, we give them Islam, we give them. That way, we will be giving life to the importance of Ahlul Bayt. He also mentioned Imam Rida alayhi salam when he said that you should educate people about us. They need to know about the Ahlul Bayt. If they know about us, they will be able to follow us. So it is a very important topic that touches our life today, because all of us, we are in transition, and it also touches about our hereafter, whereby that is our way and that is our path to go. And the value of Ahlul Bayt can only be learned if we teach people Quran, we teach people Islam, we teach people the sayings of the Holy Prophet, this will make people to be close and to know the value of the majalis of Ahlul Bayt.
My sisters, my scholars, my brothers, I've been given a very important task to come and officially open this seminar. One thing, this seminar is very much in my heart, because we all know that we have to reach this place and this system. I will give you an example. A few years back in Mozambique, in a very small town, a Shia Itnashari died. And they got our address. Now, they didn't have anybody there to explain how to give ghusl and how to bury that man. Today's seminar, which has been organized, I personally think it is important for every Khoja Shia, or every Shia Itnashari in this world. Because now the world has become a global village. We don't know where we are going to have our last day. If we have a clip carrying with us, like many times we carry our coffin with us, what can happen is that even whoever is accompanying us, even if I'm a Sikh or I can give him that and say, please, look into this. And at least I can be buried in a Shia Itnashari way. I'm very grateful to Kafan Dafan Committee. They are actually the backbone of this community. Because the job which they are doing is to giving the last send-off to every Shia Itnashari who dies in Mombasa. And in fact, all of us will agree here that we will all would like to die in Mombasa. The reason is that the love of people and the services what they give, if there's a death in the community, the member of this community is already in a lot of pain. They take over everything. From the time they come to know the death, they take over until the final, taking the body to the final destination. I would say, Asanta Sana, God bless you, and please keep this thing on. Don't get disappointed. You know, some people like me, oh, barabar no to chu, barabar no to kairu. Please, forget about it. You continue it the way you are doing it. And I promise you that Mombasa Jamaat is always will be with you. They have always been with you. Even my past presidents have always supported you. And I can assure you, even the future presidents will support you for the reason because we all have to go there. Akbar came to me yesterday and said, our husk is dead. So I said, now what do you say? He said, no, we need one new one. He sat in my office nearly for 1.5 hours to convince me that we need a new husk. I'm pleased to inform that inshallah in a month's time, we will have a new husk. With this, I now declare this seminar officially open. Thank you, Hassan.
محمد وآل محمد صلوات. محمد وآل محمد صلوات.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. We are now requesting Sister Safina Azwali, the head of the FACT ladies section, to please sign the banner. Can I have a marker, please? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Thank you very much.
لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله علي ولي الله لا